Myanmar, I don't know, whatever. So SpaceX had to disable 2,500 Starlink terminals allegedly used by Asian scam centers. Now, Starlink is apparently not allowed in Myanmar, but they were using it at a huge scale. That's what this report says. I don't know how true this is. It's hard to source the information to say that that this is true, but apparently it's true. So these guys are not supposed to be able to get their hands on these Starlink satellites, but somehow they are getting their hands on them. And then they're using these Starlink satellites to create. Look, they're taking over abandoned buildings in droves. Then they set up an entire scam center, and then they use these Starlink systems to essentially just continue their scams. So you can think about phone scams, you can think about like I don't know, cyber scams of all kinds, you can think about like video scams, all of that kind of stuff. They do it all. But I don't know exactly how they figured out that these guys were doing this, but they did use satellite images and drone footage to show that some of these compounds were using the Starlink satellites on the roofs, and they're like, wait a second, we know this building is abandoned, so how the hell did a Starlink satellite get on the roof of this thing? And then they went after him, right? And so they had a huge bust. There was approximately 7,000 people from a brutal call center like system that runs on greed, human trafficking, and violence. They had to free a bunch of workers who had scars and bruises because of beatings they were getting inflicted by bosses. They were being forced to work around the clock, trawling for victims for a plethora of phones and internet scams. So this is something that people don't understand. When you get a call from like some scammer, and they're like, hello sir, I would like for you to buy me some Amazon gift cards, please sir, if you go buy me some Amazon gift cards, you might think like, ha ha ha, yeah, okay, whatever. But the problem is that these people are often doing this against their will. That's the problem. They are trafficked. They're taken from other countries. I'm not joking. I was preparing to do a deep dive on this. I was going to do a special like expose news thing on my channel. I would do like a 2-hour stream covering it. But they not all trafficking is sex trafficking. Some of it leads to people being taken to these scam centers in places like, yes, like Burma, okay, or Myanmar, whatever, and they are forced, beaten, to do all of these kinds of things. So I'm kind of glad that this was this was taken down. I really do. I really am glad, and I'm glad that Starlink, was able to figure out who was using this and shut it down, shut these operations down. These people are the people who operate these things are filth, in my opinion. They are filth.